Hi, everyone, and welcome back to I Swear I'm Fine, where today we get to interview Chris from Elevate.
Yes, Elevated.
Elevated.
Healing Treatment Center. Yeah.
Healing Treatment Center in Woodland Hills. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Yeah?
I'm doing great now that I'm sober, living a lifestyle recovery.
Yeah.
I'm good.
How long have you worked here?
I've worked here about 4 months now. I was the operations manager at Rise Malibu, Rise Mayberry for 3 years.
Okay.
And then I came here just because I was really much going into different directions. I was getting burned out there because I was doing like operations, case managing, aftercare plan groups, and it was just a little too much.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot.
Yeah, so here it's like they're going in the direction of the building their IOP first. Now we're opening 2 detoxes, another IOP.
Oh, wow.
So I'll go run hopefully the detox center, and it's going to open in like 3 weeks. So.
That's a lot, though.
Yeah,
that still sounds like a lot. All right.
Yeah.
So where are you from?
I'm from Newport Beach. That's where I grew up. And right now I live in Thousand Oaks. So me and my wife live there.
Okay.
Now we've been together almost 20 years now. But it wasn't always peaches and cream. Like we went through our toxic stages, and now we're in a stage where, we both, we were apart a year during our marriage.
Okay.
So like I got well, she got well. We both had EMDR. It's like 2 half people don't equal a whole. 2 whole people equal a whole.
I like that.
So we came together as 2 whole people, and now we're pretty healthy.
Yeah.
Considering.
That's funny because some of the people that come into treatment, they come in with their partner, right?
Yeah.
And I always tell them, like, you need to have your own foundation before you guys can come together as one. Yeah. Like, if you guys can't have the same foundation. It needs to be like individual, and then you can come together and grow from there, and honestly see if you even like each other too.
Yeah, no, it's true. So my wife came to me one day and she goes, "Chris, I don't know if I'm gonna like you sober."
Yeah.
So we had to really get to know each other all over again.
Yeah.
Sober, like how we communicate, like all that stuff, because we're totally different people than we were. Like seasons of our relationship, since it's been 20 years, we've changed so drastically over those 20 years.
Yeah.
So just relationally, but in sobriety, it's like, okay, now we got sober a while back. Now we got to know each other all over again. So really, we have a couple-year marriage.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. You're like,
a healthy one.
Exactly. I was like, I don't even know if I'm gonna like myself sober, let alone you. Like,
exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah. Sometimes I still, the weird thing is like mental illness and like identity.
Yeah.
Is that way sometimes. So we start going back to the shame and the guilt and the woulda, coulda, shoulda things. Yeah. And that's when I know I have to do kind of a reset. Or like kind of a reset day, go on like a retreat with my friends who are in recovery, because I have a thinking problem.
Yeah.
Which always would lead me to drugs and alcohol and stuff like that. Yeah. Or toxic behaviors or whatever. But when I'm really checking my thinking, living a lifestyle of recovery, I'm pretty healthy because I'm living like a pretty strict routine.
Yeah.
That I can be malleable in. I mean, for the first while, I was pretty strict on it, and I wouldn't really change it. But I was kind of in a rut that way.
Okay.
So I was able to kind of move and groove out of it, and it really started when I started getting a purpose and passion.
Yeah.
Working in treatment and then building different things outside of a treatment center.
What made you want to work in treatment?
Well, I was a personal trainer for a long time.
Okay.
So I always was a helper. But once I got clean, which I never thought I would, like I tried suicide so many times, just wasn't working. I remember my wife looking at me one day and goes, "God's not going to let you die." And I was really pissed off.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So when I knew like God wasn't going to let me die and I had a purpose, I finally got clean because I was willing to do whatever it took to get sober. And thus I began this journey of, okay, what do I do now in this part of my life, this season? And since I finally got sober and proved myself wrong, that I was hopeless, I was a loser, I was never going to get it.
Yeah.
I started learning my identity, my true identity, as I'm a child of God. I am a warrior. I'm an overcomer. I'm actually a good person. I like looking in the mirror now, and I like what I see. So I finally kind of got introduced to the man in the mirror and liked what I see.
Yeah.
Where I was believing all this shame and guilt and these false things that everyone had taught me, including myself. So thus, I just wanted everyone. When I got free, I wanted everyone to be free.
Yeah.
And it's like each one teach one. So one person at a time. I feel like I can do the best. Just if I can help one person on a daily basis, like see the light come on, I feel like I'm doing a good job.
So how? Because I've heard a lot of people ask this question. How did you overcome the shame and the guilt?
Identity. I started declaring. Like, I'll tell you the honest truth. I went through the book of Proverbs in the Bible, and anything it said about a child of God, I declared that over my life.
Okay.
So I started declaring, you are a child of God. You are a man of integrity. You are trustworthy. You like to help other people, because it says that in the Bible too.
Yeah.
And then I kind of went off of that. Like, you're courageous because you just went and overcame everything. Like, you're an overcomer and a warrior. You overcame all this trauma that you had in your life.
Yeah.
And you had the courage to actually, like, get vulnerable. And if I was there to encourage anyone, just anytime you go into a treatment center, a meeting, or anywhere, therapy, get vulnerable. Like, get raw so you can rewrite your story.
Yeah.
You know, the way it's supposed to be written authentically.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it's like my groups are all about, like, I'm a drug and alcohol counselor.
Yeah.
Now I've been in every level of care and treatment, and what I like so far the best is really one-on-ones or groups where I can really teach people the next step outside of a treatment center.
Right.
Like, how are we going to live outside of a treatment center with community? You know, live a lifestyle of recovery and actually like waking up in the morning.
Well, that is a great transition into what I really want to talk about, which is this organization that you're building, that you've built. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. First, I'll talk about, like, here at Elevated, we knew it was about a lifestyle of recovery. So they, like, challenged me to start a community. So I go, I've always wanted to do that for my own business called the Transition Journey, which I'll talk about in a minute.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll start a community and I'll call it Ride or Die for recovery. Because I know a couple people who are my ride or dies, including my wife and a couple people in my small accountability group. So I go, I'm going to start an AA meeting, but it's not just going to be a meeting. It's going to be a place we meet. We have a potluck once a month. We're going to get shirts and everything. So we're going to get people fired up.
Yeah.
Just for recovery and to have fun, because without sober fun and without self-care and without, you know, that saying, and they say in the big, but we are not a glum lot. We aren't in recovery. And if I was going to be a glum lot, I'd go right back to using, because I didn't get sober to sit on the bench.
Right.
You know, I got sober to, like, play in the game. And so I want everyone to be motivated and encouraged that recovery is the real life. It's the authentic life. I thought drugs and alcohol were fun. And when I got sober, I realized that was just a nightmare. And my friends weren't really my friends. They were just people who wanted something from me.
Yeah.
Were not really friends. They just wanted to see what they could get. And I found my true friends really in recovery. It's like I wanted it my whole life, and I found it in the very system that I was trying to run away from.
Right.
Always.
Isn't that ironic?
Yeah.
All right, so tell us a little bit about it. I'm excited. I'm intrigued.
So the Transition Journey. So community is the community, the Ride or Die for Recovery community. So the Transition Journey, I always saw people get out of treatment centers. And even detoxes and sober livings. And even a lot of people that are here, they're at sober livings, and they're, you know, their insurance might get cut, and so they might lose it at any time. So I believe my job from day one is to transition them successfully, but get them a therapist, help them to build a community, an AA, NA, church, whatever it may be for them, you know, and really have them near what they have here outside of there.
Yeah.
So it's all about the transition. So I called this company I'm making called the Transition Journey.
Okay.
So it's all about designing a community and a system of, like, I'm designing like 30 or 40 groups that I've seen that have been very helpful to me and all the people that I teach on the daily basis.
Yeah.
So I recorded them all and, like, have like 40 like in a package, and I'm going to put them in separate ones depending on what the needs are of these clients. I'm a personal trainer, so I'm a sports nutritionist as well. So I put my exercise, my nutrition in there, which I think is a huge part of mind, body, and soul health.
Yeah.
And a lifestyle recovery. I designed a whole group on self-care. Okay. I'm going to have lifestyle of recovery coaches that teach people how to build a healthy routine, a balanced routine, how to some people don't even know how to get a bank account, how to make a resume, get a job.
Do your taxes.
Yeah, do your taxes. That's a good point. Yeah. And just be a person who is like a well-adjusted person in society, who can live independently. We were talking about relationships too. It's like, you know, until, like, I'm independent, my wife was independent, could we live together and be okay and not live for each other's outside approval? And so once we became two whole people, like I said, we were a good, you know, couple. And that's what I see in people getting independent through this transition journey. Yeah. They can do fine in treatment centers, but I'd see once they get out, they would just fail miserably. So that's my goal, is to transition them successfully, have a community they can go to anytime. And when they go through stuff, it's like they're in treatment, but they can just kind of come and go, and they have this community online. Yeah. And then once a month, we're going to do like in-person things. Okay. And so it's a work in progress, but we're almost there.
I think that's a great idea too, because if it's also offered like virtually, and then like when you are in that rut, because like we always do get there, and we're in bed and we're just we're like rethinking life and our choices and like why we're here. Like you give them the opportunity to be like, okay, no, I don't need to go to a meeting per se on Zoom or like in person or whatever. I have all of these resources like at my fingertips right here, and that'll give people it's like light a fire under their ass, basically.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I like that. And then you're getting this already yet?
We have the website together, and we just haven't like put the groups or anything on the website yet.
Okay.
It's all, I've been so busy with like transitioning my job and stuff that we're just in the process of having space to do it.
Okay.
So we're still recording the groups. I already know how to do the lifestyle recovery coaching. I already have a couple people I want to do it with. So like my wife will do the women, I'll do the guys, and together we'll do like couples counseling too, because we've learned through going to marriage counseling how to healthily communicate, where before it'd be like we were talking about before. It's like we'd activate each other.
Exactly.
And it would just be worse. We better take some space so we could come back in a better frame of mind.
Yeah.
So it's like learning to, I think everyone coming into recovery just wants to be seen and be heard.
Yeah.
So that's a whole part of this community is we're going to see you, we're going to hear you, we're going to listen, and we're going to be there for whatever you need and lead you in the right direction with all these different resources, but we're the hub.
Yeah. No, I love that. And I think when my partner and I, how I told you, we went to like the couples behavioral health. Okay. So there was at one point, once a week that we'd go to couples counseling. Yeah. And the first thing that she had us do was she wrote on pieces of paper, like all of these different values. There was 60 different values, let's say. And together we had to pick 20 of them. Oh, yeah. And then like from there, we had to narrow that down to 10 of them. And up until we got like, I think it was like 3 to 5 that were like collective, like these are the things that are our values together. And it was like, it was so difficult, but it was like, it's mind-boggling how that, I don't know, that kind of stuff works. Like you need the counseling, whether it's individual or like together. And I think and like with couples as well, there's not that many places that actually like encourage couples. No. But like at the end of the day, there are them. There's so many of them. And so it's like,
you got to seek it out.
Yeah. You got to seek it out. You do. So like if you're providing that, that's a huge resource for them, for people, because like, I don't know. I remember I was so scared to tell my sponsor at the time, like, oh, I have a partner and like we relapsed and it was just like, I was embarrassed about it. But at the same time, I was like, okay, I know that we can do this, but like, I need to convince you that I don't know.
But you made a good point. It's all just being about transparent and vulnerable. Yeah. If I'm holding, like you've heard the saying in recovery, 6 secrets keep us sick. Yeah. And I'm totally convinced that's true because I kept so many secrets. In the big book, they say, like, I have this incapacity to be honest. I couldn't be honest for the life of me because I was afraid people weren't going to accept me. Right. And once I was honest, I was like, wait a second, they don't really care. They care more about them, and they're there to support me. Yeah. And so I was just like, just threw everything out there, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. Like, I'm actually healing, and now I'm starting to look in the mirror and like what I see. That's a miracle, because I used to want to kill the guy I saw in the mirror. Right. And now I kind of like champion the guy I see in the mirror. Yeah. Yeah. No, my room used to look like one of the horror movies with like all of the maybe that's why I liked horror movies.
Yeah, so exactly. I was just like, cover up all the mirrors, cover up all the windows. I don't want to see the reflection. I don't want to see anything. Even the bottle that like I was drinking out of. I'm like, nope, it needs to be in a bag or whatever it needs to be. So and I need to get the website from you because his website is going to be in our bio as well as on the caption of this. So
and put our Ride or Die for Recovery page too. Yeah. It's on Facebook. Yeah. And it started from 3 and now it's like 170. Yeah. But in person it's like 70 now. It started like just a couple months ago at 3 people.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It's cool. It's really cool.
Yeah. All right. Let me see. I do always ask everyone, what is your favorite go to AA well, I can't even think about it now. Phrase,
let go, let God.
That you didn't like before?
I hated it. Yeah? Yeah, because I always wanted to try to control everything. Right. And the Serenity Prayer, that's itself. Yeah. It's like, I didn't understand it, because it's like I tried to change everything, including people, places, and things. Yeah. But once I realized if I can accept things the way they are, you know, and know I can change certain things, and certain things I can't. I can just really control my reaction to it.
Right.
Serenity prayer is what I live by on a daily now.
Yeah.
Where before I was like, no.
Yeah. You know, it's so funny. My stepdad, he is, before I knew that he was an alcoholic, I would, for whatever reason, I'd shower in my mom's bathroom, right? And the door of the shower was just glass. And so I'd be in the shower, and I'd, like, on the wall next to his, like, side of the sink was what I now know as the serenity prayer. But I had no idea, and so I'd just be in the shower, and I'd just be, like, trying to put it to a tune, like, not knowing what I was doing.
You were singing it?
Yeah, I was, like, trying to, like, figure it out.
It was being etched in you in the beginning.
Yeah, and then I ended up going to detox, and I was like, my gosh, he's an alcoholic.
And so am I.
Yeah, I was like, wow, I need to get one of these. All right.
What's yours? What's your favorite one? Or what one you used to, like, run away from? I bet you know when I see you back.
I know. I feel like, I think that, I don't even know. I don't know what mine would be. I think the Let Go and Let God one is good, but I really think the One Day at a Time.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, just because I feel like one day I'm like, okay, I got this. And I'm like, wow, I look good today. Wow, I love myself today. Yeah. Wow, like everything's going well. And then, like, even the day goes on, and like the stress hits, and like I get into an argument with my partner. Yeah. And
I'm mad at him right now.
Yeah, I'm just like, whoever that is. But no, so like all of that stuff kind of like comes down, and then like my natural thing is to like go down that like self-hating, like just hole that is so comfortable to me. Like, even though I hate it, it is a comfortable space. Yeah. And so I think that it really is one day at a time with me, because like as long as I like put my head down and wake up without a drink, like I'm fine. And I'm like so proud of myself, because like that my emotions and mental health is what took me out in the first place.
Me too. And not dealing with undealt with trauma.
Yeah. Sure. Oh, undealt with trauma. And I think that's the other thing that I'm trying to figure out. Like, things happen now that are traumatic, right? Yeah. And I'm like, I know that this is traumatic. I know that I should be sad. I know that I should be crying. Like, I know, but like, it's not happening. Yeah. And I know that that's like a huge sign of like, I need to deal with my shit. Yeah. But then I'm like, okay, if I start picking away at this, I feel like the floodgates are going to open. I'm going to cry for a year straight.
Yeah, maybe. Just make sure you have a good therapist. Yeah. I'll tell you, EMDR, I just want to really plug that, because EMDR saved my life. Okay. Like, it really helped me to deal with like one trauma at a time, because I tried to do it on my own. I was like, let's deal with everything at once and just get rid of it. Yeah. There's no way I shut down every time, or drank every time, or numbed every time. Yeah. I was so used to feel a feeling, take a pill, feel a feeling, get a bottle, just get hammered.
Yeah, just take it away.
Deal with it later. Right. And it just got worse and worse and worse.
It always does.
But the thing is, the last thing I want to say, which is the most important thing I've ever learned, is there's no growth in isolation. There's only growth in relationship. It's getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. Getting out there, building a community was the key to me living and not dying. Yeah. For sure.
No, I love that. I love it. Well, do you have anything else to say?
No, that's it. That's the last thing I want to say. So thank you so much. It was a pleasure meeting with you.
Thank you. And like I said, the website and the link and the page is going to be in my bio, as well as in this caption for this video. And stay tuned, because I think next we're going to interview him and his wife. Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. All right, stay tuned. Yeah. Thank you.
Let go, let God.
Yeah, there you go. Wonderful.
Thank you. That was good.
No, it was super.